Welcome to February. Usually, February is a very good month for crypto, so we should be looking at greenbacks throughout these next weeks. So, that being said, today's video is going to be focused on a little bit more of 5 tokens, 5 coins that could perform very, very well into this cycle. Of course, this is not financial advice, and it doesn't mean that only these 5 tokens will be the ones that could perform well in this scenario. Actually, the whole crypto system most likely will see a huge inflow of cash for reasons that we explained before. And now we have institutions behind putting money into crypto. We also have Donald Trump, which is very pro crypto and has already done a lot of things inside the crypto system, especially with his foundation, like launching this own coin, buying a lot of Ethereum. Even while it's still down, he's holding like 16 million in losses, but his foundation is still buying more Ethereum. So there's a lot of bullishness for crypto in this cycle. So before we go into these 5 tokens, again, I can do another video with other altcoins that could explode in different sectors and different niches that could explode in this cycle. Because, for example, Ethereum, Solana, they most likely will perform well, but everyone already knows about Ethereum and Solana. So I'm going to specify in this video projects that most likely you haven't heard or you have forgotten that maybe you heard on the last cycle, like some that we're going to see right here, others that you didn't know at all, but that could still perform very, very well. And I'm going to give some reasons here. So let's jump right into the video. So as you can see, February is a very good month. This is for Bitcoin, for Ethereum as well. Very good month. So far, we are minus 126 for Ethereum. But again, we are in the first day of the month. Ethereum did not have a very good January, which is weird because we can see here that we usually have very good months here. But February is usually a very good performing month, and also March, very good performing month. So February and March, we should see a price rally on Ethereum, and even President itself is betting on that happening. So that being said, we're not going to focus on these huge market cap tokens like Ethereum, Solana, BNB, these coins, but we're going to look a little bit for other opportunities in different sectors. And regarding Solana, you can see that now we do have Solana options here on the topics. So if you, like me, are a Solana enthusiast, this right here is great for you. And if you don't want to trade yourself because you're not very familiar with options, well, don't worry. On the copy trading section, we have 2 different strategies, one a little bit higher risk, higher return, and one lower risk, lower return. And you can see 105% of projected returns. And since this pool right here started, this vault started, we have already made 73% returns so far. We have almost $1 million deposit right here. And last month, we did 5.15% returns on investment. So very, very good. Today, first day of the month, we already made 0.24. So we're starting with the bang with this one. So that being said, let's jump to these tokens. The first one that I want to talk about is Ondo. The Ondo coin is pretty much one of the leaders in the RWA sector. I even tweeted yesterday that because of egg prices, we most likely are very, very close to seeing tokenized eggs here on Web3 because prices of eggs are going insane. So regarding RWA, if you are bullish in the sector, which I am, because I believe we will start to tokenize more things to have more freedom into trading or just monetize real world assets into DeFi, into crypto, I think Ondo will be a leader in this sector. So if you, like me, are believing that RWA is the future, which I do believe, we saw it starting to form in the last cycle, so not in this one. If you were part of this channel when it wasn't the topics, but when it was other things, we saw when it just started with tokenized metals, we saw tokenized houses. You could be part owner of a condo or buildings to own part of the rent that you would make. So we saw that starting last cycle, and this cycle is stronger than ever. Of course, we changed the name. It was tokenized assets before, now it is RWA. So we changed the name, but the tech has been built since last cycle. We're just trying to understand how it works right now. And in this cycle, we see a lot of new players like Ondo, for example. So Ondo has been performing very, very well, all-time high. It launched last year, and currently it is 790% up since the launch, which was early next year. So now let's go into AI. of course, we have virtuals. We couldn't leave virtuals behind. This is not the only one. This is an AI agent builder. So it is a protocol where you can build your own agent. There's a lot of agent AIs that are popping off and making a lot of money. We saw A16Z. We have right here AIXBT here. This is a very famous one. We have the game Wrecked. All of these one have kind of popped off into the AI agent sector, but virtual is one of the places where you can build these agents. It is the tech behind the service itself. So virtuals could be a good contestant for the AI agent sector, which is a niche inside the AI sector as a whole. So this could perform very, very well. We see that it is up 18,000% in all-time high. So if you were to buy this in January last year, you would have made so much money since then. And we actually got an all-time high of $4.50 per coin. So this is the new all-time high to beat in the cycle. There is a lot of volume right now. There is more volume now than it was when we had $4.50. So now it is getting the attention of everyone else, especially because these AI agents are becoming more popular. And with DeepSeek trying to revolutionize the AI sector, maybe virtuals or any other AI agent will be able to be hosted in your own computer. So it will be even better for you that wants to keep things locally. I don't know, but it is a good bet for you to take if you want to take this bet. Then the next one, we have Flux. Now, if you are part of the channel, again, you remember Flux from last cycle. Flux was a huge competitor into the tech sector, so hosting nodes, making sure Web3 was growing into the decentralization that we all like and love. Flux is part of the tech. It is the base itself of Web3. You could buy the service to host your protocol or whatever into a decentralized cloud service, or you could be the host itself of one of these nodes, of one of these systems to help decentralization. And of course, you would get Flux for it. You would host these and you would become a validator yourself. So Flux was part of one of the tokens that I held throughout last cycle. I sold it, not at the top, but not at the bottom either. And now Flux is coming back very, very strong because there's a lot of new things from Flux itself. Flux has partnered, for example, with Ondo. So if Ondo does really, very well, Ondo is using Flux services, for example. So even more bullish for Flux itself if Ondo performs very, very well. And there's a lot of other protocols that are using Flux services. So if you want to become a validator or just have Flux as a coin, Flux has been performing very, very well. 2000% returns since it launched. You can see that this goes way back to 2018. So I got out at around the $1, $1.50 per coin, but it got all the way to $3 per coin. So people who were buying that at 25 cents, 75 cents, they made a huge return on investment on this token. Right now it is a 56 cents, so still a good price for you to enter if you believe that it will be beneficial to this sector. Flux, it is not the leading anymore. It's not the first one here when it comes to the node service or the tech itself that builds Web3, but Flux is, as I said, one of the projects that I've followed throughout the last cycle. So it is a good one in my eyes for sure. Then we have Jasmine Coin. Jasmine Coin, the website is very, very ugly, you can see, but it is pretty much a Japanese Bitcoin. There is no other way to say this. It is the Japanese version of Bitcoin, and it has Sony behind it. So Sony, the company, it is behind this coin right here. And you can see everyone in this picture is old and Japanese. They're the board itself for the token. The token is almost 600% up in 1 year since it launched. In the past year, it launched way higher, but in the past year, if you had bought it at the almost the very bottom, you would have been up by 577%. So it is a little bit centralized, so not good for the decentralization talk that we want to, but still a good bet because it has a lot of money backing up from Sony, for example. So it has been going up since this bottom that it had last year and years before. It was very flatline for a lot of this period, and then it started getting traction, getting more volume. You can see the volume was increasing, and now it is token number 68 in total market cap, and we could see it climb even more. So again, this could be a risky bet, but also a bet knowing that there's money behind it. So if you are here for the money and not for the tech, because here is almost a centralized blockchain, the Jasmine blockchain, then Jasmine could be a good opportunity for you to make some money. Maybe look towards the 6 cents per coin maybe it's going to go higher, who knows, but this could be a good, interesting opportunity. And then last but not least, we have Jupiter. Jupiter is a swap. It is a DEX on Solana. If you are a meme coin trader, if you are just a Solana user, you most likely have been using Jupiter. Even if you are just using Phantom, you are doing everything through Phantom. Phantom uses Jupiter as the place to swap your tokens. So you're seeing that swap here on the user interface from Phantom. You're using actually Jupiter. Jupiter is where all these swaps happens. Most of these swaps happen, especially if you're trying to make it fast, if you're trying to make it quick, instantly, you are using Jupiter without even knowing sometimes. So Jupiter could see a huge spike in price because of Solana. Of course, Solana meme coins are booming right now. There's a lot of volume, so meaning there's a lot of people buying and selling, and all of these transactions most likely are going through Jupiter itself. So Jupiter could be a good bet for you to take because of the Solana ecosystem itself. It launched exactly 1 year ago, more or less, and not up by much, 13%, which makes it very interesting that we could see it go up even more. It is very close to Jasmine into total market cap, so it is already very big, but it hasn't seen much of a movement. So this could be a good opportunity for you to enter early before it jumps up and maybe becomes like Uniswap or like Aave, which are way above in market cap as compared to Jupiter, for example. So I have Jupiter in my bag. I'm going to admit it. It has been boring to hold it, but as I said before, this could be an opportunity for you to make some money if you believe that if Solana performs well, the volume of Solana of meme coins goes up into the blockchain, then a lot of transactions will go through Jupiter, and Jupiter should see an increase in price, maybe to $2, maybe to $3, and that could be a 3x right there. So as I said before, this is not financial advice. This is just by looking at sectors on tokens that could perform well in this cycle. I gave you my explanations. So leave down in the comments 3 tokens that could be good for you. You're either holding or you're looking into holding. You're just waiting for a better opportunity to enter. So let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more of these videos of analyzing projects, analyzing protocols, leave the protocols down below, the coins down below, and we will look into it. Maybe I can make a next video talking about these. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys on Monday. Peace.